Hello, listeners. This is Sean Greg Andersen, VO Talent, and welcome back to Public Domania, the show where I have a chat with characters of television and written media that are in the public domain. I have a very powerful guest for you today, and, excuse me. Ugh, I have allergies. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the mighty Heracles of Greece.
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor to meet the mightiest hero in Greece, and that the translator that was set up when I went to get you is working. Before we go too far into the interview, I know you go by another name.
Another name?
Yeah, some call you Hercule.
Oh, right. The Romans gave me that name, but I prefer Heracles, for it is a name in honor of the loving and caring goddess Hera.
Loving and caring?
Yes, for it was her motherly milk that gave me the strength of the gods, and that very strength allowed me to save myself when I was just a babe.
Motherly milk? Oh, because she was your mother.
No, but, listen, can we just move this along?
All right. Well, the first thing I would like to ask you is, what is it like being what most would call a demigod? You know, a being that is less than that of a god, but more than a mortal.
It is a great honor, but it also entitles one to face great hardships, like how I had great struggles controlling my strength at a young age.
I can see that. I mean, just the idea of grabbing something with the strength of a god must take a lot of focus.
Indeed, one mistake could result in killing someone, like my music tutor.
Like who?
That's not important. All that is important is the life I chose to live when offered the choice.
What do you mean?
I was tending cattle in the mountains by order of my foster father Amphitryon, where I met two beings named Vice and Virtue, who offered me either a life of peace and pleasantry or a life of great strife but glory.
Wow. So what did you choose?
I chose a life of strife and glory due to my great strength, for I knew I was born to be more than just a simple man.
Well, our choices do make us who we are.
Quite right.
So what kind of adventures did you gain from such a choice of life?
I waged and won a great war against the kingdom of Orchomenus, which led to me marrying my first wife Megara, who was the daughter of Creon, who was the king of Thebes.
Wow, what a win. So was your marriage a happy one? I know that some people have trouble with marriage and,
We were very happy and blessed with two children that we both loved very much.
That's nice.
Yes, it was.
Was?
I did something terrible that resulted in me losing such a wonderful experience.
What happened?
Let's just say I lost my mind due to a powerful being hating my very existence.
Who would hate you that much?
Hera.
Why would she?
Because my father, Zeus, created me with another woman.
Really? Then how did you get the milk from...
She was tricked into giving me the milk.
Please let me finish my questions.
Very well.
So, Hera drove you crazy and you did something you would regret.
Yes.
Well, what happened afterwards?
Well,
You know what? How about we take a little break? I have a feeling you're going to need it.
I do not need such pity.
Okay, but I'm sure you could use some food if you want to continue.
I could use some meat.
Great. So we'll be right back. Bring out the meat! Ugh. And some tissues. I mean, I swear, these stupid allergies. I don't know what I'm gonna do about them. Is he done yet? Oh, I hope he'll be finished soon, because we don't have too much time. I mean, we got that meat on sale, but... What? Oh, boy. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I am still with my guest, who is not here currently. He's still enjoying his meal, but I'm sure he'll be done soon.
A fine sort of meat you had.
Thank you. Well, shall we continue?
Proceed with your questions.
All right. We were talking about your family, right?
My first family, yes.
First family? What do you mean by the... No, we need to stay on track. We're short on time. So, what did you do after what happened, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, naturally, I was distraught about what happened, so I went to the Oracle of Delphi to learn of what I could do to atone.
What did this oracle know?
The Oracle of Delphi is a being that is able to see the future, and if you pay a fee, she will answer any question you have.
And your question was how to atone for what happened?
Yes, and she told me to seek out King Eurystheus and serve him for 10 years by completing any task he required of me.
10 years? That's a long time for one man to work.
True, but that allowed me to overcome what I had done, and it also allowed me to gain great glory.
What do you mean?
Well, the task the king wanted me to do showed why I was a demigod.
Oh, okay, so what tasks did the king give you?
They would be known as my 12 labors. First, I was told to slay the Nemean lion, which was terrorizing people by kidnapping women and killing men. Which was no easy task, I assure you, for the creature's golden fur was impervious to any weapon.
Then how did you kill it?
I killed it with my bare hands. And then following a suggestion from another, I took its claw, which was sharper than anything in the world, and skinned the animal so I could wear it. That way I could prove I completed the task.
Well, that's one way to provide proof. Well, anyway, what about the next task?
That was for me to slay the 9-headed Lernaean Hydra, a creature that was able to breathe fire and had poisoned blood, so even if one could bring the creature harm, it would still kill its enemy.
Oh, is that all?
No. Actually, I forgot the most dangerous part about it.
Which was?
If a warrior had cut off its head, 2 more would grow in its place.
Then how did you kill something like that? It sounds invincible.
Well, fortunately, I had help from my nephew.
Your nephew?
Yes, he was there. But I believe you wanted to talk about my labors. Am I mistaken?
No, you're not. We are pressed for time. So how did your nephew help you?
Well, I was able to cut off the heads, and he used fire to seal the wounds so nothing could grow out, which led to the monster's death.
Amazing. So what creature did you have to kill next?
Actually, the next task was for me to capture, not kill. For you see, there was a golden hind that was so fast that no arrow could catch it.
Hind?
It is like a deer. A very large female deer with golden antlers like a stag, hooves of bronze, and snorted fire.
Oh, so how did you catch it?
I chased it for over a year, until eventually it weakened and I was able to capture it. But the hind was very sacred to Artemis, the goddess of the hunt.
So another goddess problem?
No, once I explained to Artemis that I wasn't going to kill it, she allowed me to take it back to King Eurystheus, on the condition that I would release the creature. Which I did despite Eurystheus wanting to keep it.
How did you pull that off?
Simple. I just let it go.
Simple but effective. So what was next?
Capturing another animal, called the Erymanthian boar, which was a powerful boar that was rampaging. And it also took me some time to capture. But eventually I was able to keep chasing it until I drove the exhausted animal into deep snow.
And that was it?
No, next I had to bind it with chains and carry it back to Eurystheus, who was quite surprised to see that I had captured the boar. So surprised that he jumped into a bronze vessel, which he did before.
When did he do that?
Oh, did I not mention? When I wore the lion's skin, Eurystheus got so scared he hid in the vessel.
Oh, wow. I'm truly impressed by your patience, Heracles. One would think you were just a guy that punches his problems away, but I'm glad that you're not.
Thank you.
Well, what was next?
I had to clean the stables of King Algius.
That's it?
Algius' stables were the home of his 3,000 cattle, and had not been maintained for several years due to the smell of the cattle droppings.
Oh, so how did you do it?
I dug ditches on both sides of the stables and diverted 2 rivers into the ditches, so both sides would flow with water to wash away all the droppings.
That's showing resourcefulness.
Indeed. And the 6th labor also required me to be just as resourceful.
Why? What was the 6th labor?
I had to slay the Stymphalian birds, which were aggressive man-eating birds that were attacking travelers.
So what did you do?
Well, I couldn't just walk up to the birds. You see, their nests were in the middle of an impenetrable swamp. But Athena, the goddess of wisdom, gave me the idea to scare them out using a special rattle. After the birds took flight, I just shot them down one by one.
So the birds weren't that tough?
No. You see, I had heard the creatures couldn't be killed so easily. So I decided to use the poison I took from the Hydra after killing it to shoot down the birds. The poison was strong enough to kill them.
Again, quite resourceful. What? Oh, great. Heracles, good news. My people were able to get more meat for you, and they even cooked it.
Excellent. I do grow a little hungry.
So we'll take one more break, and then you can tell me all about the rest of your labors.
Very well.
Okay, everyone, we'll be right back. I just hope I can get some of the roast beef before he eats it all. I mean, wow. Man, what an appetite. No wonder he's not strong. Oh, that was such a good meal.
Your cooks are quite skilled.
You got that right.
I have been meaning to ask you about that. Are you ill?
No, I'm fine. I just have, What? Huh? Oh, we're back! Hello, everyone! I'm still here with Heracles, who was just about to tell us about his next labor. Right, Heracles?
Indeed. The 7th labor was for me to capture the Cretan bull, which was a powerful bull that was rampaging the lands of Crete.
So, how did you beat this animal? Did you have to wait long?
Not that long. I simply had to get behind it, make it sleep, then I had to carry it to Eurystheus to prove that I had succeeded.
Talk about taking the bull by the horns.
Quite. But that was not as odd as the next task I had to perform.
Why? What did you have to do?
I had to steal the mares of Diomedes.
What was so hard about that? I mean, you have the strength to just take anything you want.
These mares were trained by their king to eat human flesh.
Okay, that is messed up.
Don't worry, their mad owner was given quite a fitting punishment for doing such a thing when I fed him to them, so I can bind them by their mouths.
Wow, you were not kidding about that one being odd and slightly disturbing. So what was the next labor?
I had to obtain the belt of Hippolyta.
Hippolyta? As in the Queen of the Amazons?
The very same. I expected to have to fight, considering how the Amazons reacted when my companions and I arrived, but Hippolyta was impressed by what I had accomplished, and gave me the belt as a show of respect.
Well, that labor is easy.
Quite easy. But although I was disappointed about how easy it was, I decided to keep moving toward the next labor.
Which was?
I had to steal cattle from the great monster Geryon, which was a giant with 3 heads and 6 arms.
Yikes. That would be a tailor's nightmare. So how'd you complete that task?
Well, after I got a ride from Helios, the sun god, I was able to find the herd being protected by Gerion's two-headed dog, Orpheus, and the herdsman, Iritium. After I defeated them both with a club, I faced against Gerion himself, and after he charged me with 3 shields and 3 spears, I was able to defeat him with a poisoned arrow.
Once again, your resourcefulness and strength helped you succeed. So what happened after you defeated Gerion?
I had to herd the cattle to Eurystheus, which I was able to do despite problems that arose along the way.
What kind of problems?
Just the gods having their fun.
Enough said. So what happens next?
Eurystheus gave me a task that should have been impossible. To steal the golden apples of the Hesperides, who were the nymphs of the evening and the golden light of sunsets.
What makes that such an impossible task?
Well, first I had to locate the garden that no mortal knew of. So, I had to find Nereus, who was a shape-shifting water god. After I found him, I persuaded him to tell me where the garden was. So I went there only to find that no mortal or demigod could even touch the apples while they were still on the tree.
So, how did you get the apples?
Actually, I had help from the Titan Atlas, who was cursed to hold up the heavens.
He held up the heavens? Wow. Then how did he help you?
We made an agreement for him to get me the apples while I held up the heavens.
And you agreed to that?
Yes, and it worked. I held up the heavens, and he got the apples.
Okay, so what happened after that? I mean, there's no chance that...
He wouldn't want to hold up the heavens anymore?
Yes, and I thought you were going to stop interrupting me while I'm talking.
My apologies. Anyway, I was able to trick Atlas into taking back his duty to hold up the heavens. Then I got the apples back to Eurystheus.
Well done. So that leaves the final labor. What did you have to do?
Capture and bring back Cerberus, the 3-headed dog that guarded the gates of the underworld for Hades.
Oh, now that seems a bit crazy.
Crazy or not, that was the task I was given. So, with some aid from others, I made my way to the underworld where I met Hades himself.
And what did Hades say about you wanting to take his dog?
He agreed to let me take the beast.
He did? What was the catch?
I could only take the beast if I could defeat it without using any weapons.
And did you?
As if you needed to ask. Of course I did. I grabbed all 3 of its heads and forced it back to Eurystheus, who decided to relieve me as his servant.
So you were free to go?
Yes, and afterwards I went on to more great adventures, just as I was promised by Vice and Virtue.
And I would love to hear about them. But I'm afraid we are out of time.
How unfortunate. But I suppose I must return to the lands of Greece to await my next adventure.
Well, thank you for agreeing to come and meet with me, Heracles. And I hope you continue to have great adventures without any godly interference.
I doubt that very much. The gods have their way of interfering with every living soul. Except if they are noble and fair like the mighty Hera. Well, farewell.
Okay, Heracles, I'll be with you in a minute to get you home. Well, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all for listening and hope you come back for more public domain character chats. And hopefully my allergies will be a little bit better. This is Sean Greg Andersen, VO Talent, on Public Domania, saying goodnight. Note that all sound effects for the show were supplied by the Funny Sound Effects app and 100 Buttons and Sound Effects app from the Apple Store.